Hello, everybody. We are living in some unprecedented times. The worst start ever to a stock market year continues today, with the market just absolutely falling to pieces. The NASDAQ fell 3.41%. And as you can see, we've hit a new 2016 low. Volume much heavier than the session before's bounce. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Immediate distribution date. Rally attempt is already officially over. Shocking, not. But man, oh man, I have to admit, this is extremely bearish. Not good at all. And big caps are now starting to sell off on huge volume also. So on that note, let's just really quick look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Another huge distribution day, new 2016 lows. If you notice, we're still above the August lows, so something to look forward to. S&P 500, we're getting closer and closer and closer, something to look forward to. NYSE, there we are, we're at some new lows again. The Dow Jones Transportation Average, ugly, ugly, ugly worst index on the day. Absolute carnage in that area. That spells recession, without a doubt, in my personal opinion, based on historical analysis. And the Russell 2000, crash, 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 new lows. Again, ugly, ugly, ugly. We're back to 2014 on this index. I don't know what to say. It's bad out there. And now let's really quick look at the oscillators. No, nope. There's just nothing there. There's just nothing there. NASDAQ oscillators, nope, nope, nothing there. So for anybody thinking that we need to bounce, there is just really no indication that we really have to. I mean, it's pretty ugly across the board. Minor positive divergences on some oscillators, other oscillators hitting new lows, so it's a convoluted mixed bag. And bottom line is everything's trending lower, so it's be silly to think that anything's going to do well. Now let's look at stocks like FANG, Facebook, uh-oh, Amazon, uh-oh, Netflix, which I'm short, uh-oh, and then Google, uh-oh. Not looking good. How's Tesla looking? Not good. How's Apple looking? Not good. So overall, the market looks ugly. Look at Microsoft selling off heavy volume. Look at Home Depot today. Look at Goldman Sachs, new lows on heavy volume. Look at Bank of America, JP Morgan. So much for those bounces. But I tell you what, when you look like this, and if you're trying to call a bottom, you're insane. And another thing that's very surprising to me here, the VIX. Do you notice while we're hitting new lows today on all of the indexes, new 2016 lows, the VIX is actually lower than where it was a few days ago. It closed at 27.01 on the 8th. Today it's closing at 25.22. So there's more complacency now than there was just a few days ago. And as you can see with those ultimate August lows, we are nowhere near those fear levels. So fear just isn't out there whatsoever. The volatility still remains very, very high. The VVIX is starting to climb back up again, but once again, there isn't any higher highs here, so there's no real fear out there. Absolutely crazy, 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 crazy time that we are living in. And on that note, how you know that you're in a really bad market is that I get a new long signal, and it immediately does today what Tree did. So here is how Tree went. So unreal day. Unreal. So first off, my sloppy trading continued into today. I accidentally put a full sell stop order on Tree, which I should have listened to at 82.04. So when it traded below 82.04, my sell stop triggered, and I was awake at the time, and I looked and I noticed I now have 0 shares. So in my half asleep, half awake stupor that Maui puts me in every day trying to game East Coast time zone, instead of having 2 sell stops, one at 82.04 and one at 79.73, I put it all at 82.04 like a whack job, nut job. So all of a sudden I'm taking out a Tree immediately. As soon as I'm long, I'm taking out. And first off, before that started last night, the damn stock was gapping up to around $90. So I thought that I wasn't even going to get filled at my 86.95 limit. I'm not paying up past 86.95. So when it was gapping up to 90, I assumed Tree was going to run without me. So to wake up and watch it fill, incredible. And then to watch it immediately cut my loss, I'm like, holy shit. So I cut my loss at 82.04 or something, and I realized, God damn it, I got to put half on. So I put half the position back on, and then within a few more minutes, boom, It closes below 79.73, and I'm just like, wow, I'm an idiot. What sloppy trading. Not really that sloppy. Actually, you know, if I would have just listened to the immediate sell below 82.04, that would have been a very nice move, very minimal losses. But I put half back on, but I was immediately taken out. No big deal. But let's pretend like I don't use stops. And then I wake up, let's say, after the market closes. Oh my God. This is the first new long signal that's immediately acted like this the entire past year, and that just tells you just exactly how dangerous longs are now. It's stupid to even try to play this game now. So I thought that tree was bottoming. This is a former perfect speculator name, can slim quality, confirmed price volume bop. Looks very much like a bottoming pattern in a high quality stock. And the mere fact that that can happen the next day tells you that it's time to abandon all hope on any longs working. It's time to duck and cover. Nuclear bomb looks like it's about ready to explode in the stock market. So be very careful out there. The other new long position, shockingly, worked. I had my limits at 59.70, got filled at 59.70 as a trade down at 59.41, and we actually have a small gain. Still, first cut loss below 57.99, final cut loss below 55.93. Obey them, obey them, obey them, obey them. But also on that same note, we also had a full sell signal in CBPO. I'm already completely out, but it's an official full sell signal on an end-of-day basis. TGS, full sell signal on an end-of-day basis. And HZN, which I'm already out, full sell signal on an end-of-day basis. And this is the kind of crazy market we're in. Immediately a stock moves up 25%. Normally, that's just the start. In a short period of time, you hold that stock. You hold for that 25% gain to turn into a 50% gain to turn to 100, and back in the day, maybe a 200% gain. Instead, nowadays, if you wait to the final sell stop signal, you lose 4%. We're already out with gains on the position that I took, but ugly, ugly, ugly price action in HZN. And then also, full sell stop was hit on STMP. Shaky shake shake. I was fully knocked out whenever it moved below 104.63, taking profits on the position that I entered back here. However, it found support at 50-day moving average and bounced the pocket pivot point signal, so I decided to go ahead and add back half of the position. Whoops! Immediate failure, and once again, more confirmation. Whenever a 99.99 EPS relative strength stock immediately fails like that after a PPP signal, it's time to duck and cover and get the hell out of the long game. And then also, meat, told you back here, that's a topping signal. That's why there was a 50% sell signal at the market the very next day. I got out at the high of the day, 429 is where my trades executed at. So that brought my final sell stop up to 320, and today it traded below 320 and traded below 3 and closed at 295, below the 50-day moving average on huge volume. This is a scary market whenever you see stocks trade like they did today in meat, STMP, and tree. This is all you need to know. And look at something like Inflex. Remember we tried to get long that stock? Left half of it with small gains and let the other half with tiny losses. Now look at it. This is a market you want to stay away from. Now I do have one actionable signal. I'm going to pass on OPHT. That looks like a short sell signal, so watch that one, guys. LPTH, I blew that one. LPTH, look at this reversal yesterday. Me and another subscriber in the chat room, we were talking about this one, and now look at it. Unreal, but whatever. This market's very, very hard to game here. I'm happy in cash. I'll take it right now. I very much will take it considering some of the losses I'm seeing out there. But I do have a short sell signal, RWR. It's a Dow Jones REIT ETF. Basically, it's actually giving a legitimate pocket pivot point sell signal. I don't know why some of these sell signals are so off compared to the pocket pivot point buy signal, so I got to check my coding. But I happened to notice yesterday that my pocket pivot point sell signals, they're not all triggering off the 10-day moving average. I'm getting some false signals in here. I'm not getting it on these, so, which is mainly what we've used. I've only now started to look for short sell signals. That's why I've only now noticed it. But RWR is giving a legitimate pocket pivot point sell signal as it breaks below the 200-day moving average after breaking below the 50-day moving average and failing to get back above it. Huge volume. RWR is the way I'm going to play it. 5% short position. First sell stop is a close above 89.94, and then I'm going to let it go ahead and risk 5% on the other half of the position. And it's got to move above 93.01 to trigger the final buy stop, the final buy stop. But RWR, it's the only position, 5% short position. Man the hatches, cash is king. Be extremely careful out there, everyone. There's too much complacency for this kind of sell-off.